Tanner. How are you, sir?
Hi, good, how are you? I'm
Dylan
Tanner.
Hilo.
Nice to officially
Great to
meet you.
meet you. So, Tanner, what we're going to do here today is I've asked you here for this interview. Notice your interest in our company, and what we'd like to do is get to know a little bit more about yourself, your educational background, where you come from.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do is tell me about your previous education and how you believe that might tie into what we're trying to do here at Superstar Events.
Okay. Well, I am currently here at the University of Portland, and I'm working to get my organizational communication bachelor's
Excellent.
degree, and I feel like that has really prepared me just for the communication aspects of my career and where I want to go in life.
Well, that's terrific, Tanner. What our company is all about is communication, especially with our clientele. And your experiences definitely will lend themselves to what we're trying to do here at the company. Now, in terms of work experiences that you've gone through in the past, do you believe you have any that would tie into this sort of issue?
Yes, definitely. Currently, I'm working with the Portland Winterhawks, and they're a hockey team here located in Portland. And what I do is I work with fans and their involvement in the game, and I try to make their times at the game more memorable and more fun. And so what I do is I'm working with promotions, and so every time there's like a lucky row giveaway or like a lucky seat, anytime we have some kind of promotional event, it's my job to go contact the fan in the seat and notify them of any award that they have may have won, and just to get them excited about it, and make their time at the games more memorable.
Well,
So I feel like that kind of ties in with what you guys are trying to do, and just like your fan commitment, that's something that our organization at the Portland Winterhawks, we really value over there.
Well, that's excellent. Sounds to me like you are comfortable approaching people in customer service type reactionary. That's very good. Now we're going to ask you a hypothetical question here, and I want you to just say what comes to the top of your head.
Okay.
Say your boss is out of town for our company, and you're supposed to plan a large Super Bowl party. What steps would you take to begin organizing this event if your boss had to leave out of town at the last minute? You were put in charge on the spot.
Okay. First of all, I would assign certain roles to individuals. Maybe have some people in charge of like the food catering, another person involved in kind of like the social aspect and areas where they can improve on that, and then overlook it all and just really get people to buy into committing to their position. So yeah, just kind of assign different levels and roles.
That's excellent. What we're about here at Superstar, we're about enthusiasm. We like to admit that to our clients, to the people we're hosting events for, and it seems like, from what I can gather, you're kind of right in line with the expectation of what this job would bring. I think that's very good. Let's say the company is planning a postseason basketball party. All right. Aside from food and beverage, and you're in charge of it, right? Aside from food and beverage, what type of venues would you think? Now we're talking about 24 people, for instance.
Okay.
Would you be comfortable with the job of trying to find venues and working through venues at the company?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Okay. Right on. Now here's a question that comes up a lot in our industry, in all customer service industries actually, and it's what happens when a client has a problem with the services you've provided. So for our instance, let's say your superior is nowhere to be found, and you're at an event, and one of the people at the event, the host, comes up to you and says they're dissatisfied, the food's not good, they don't appreciate the service, and your boss is nowhere to be found.
Okay.
Now, how would you handle that sort of situation in a tense moment like that?
I would take on the responsibility myself and apologize to the customer. Tell them that their service next time will be better, the food will be better, and so just take it on my shoulders.
Excellent. It's really good. Responsibility is very big in this industry. Now, just looking over your resume, one thing I did want to touch on is it explains how you've communicated. One of your jobs has been to be a direct link to your superiors and kind of go through with them, and you've had that experience where you've been allowed to talk openly with your superiors. That's what we're all about at Superstar Events. So I wondering if maybe you could touch a little bit more on the circumstances for you that have allowed you to do this in the past.
Definitely. I worked as a lifeguard back home in Tracy, California for 5 years, and we always had superior managers, and whenever we had issues, we had to come up with them and approach them. And so just through that experience, openly communicating with them, being open to them, I feel like that's really helped me out a lot. And I've learned that honesty is really the key. You have to be honest with your managers and people of authority. You really have to respect them in order to attain what you want.
Well, that's spot on. Appreciate that. Now, another thing that we like to do here at this company with our interviews is like to get a feel for if you have any questions for how we do things, the specifics of it, this and that. So anything I could help you with in that regard?
Yeah, I was actually wondering if you or your company, if you had any type of regulations for clothing, attire, if you had any specific dress code that you guys implement.
Well, that's a great question, Tanner. In the industry and the business we are in, it varies. What our CEO likes to implement is a business professional when we're at the office. When we go to specific events, what is key for us is a lot of times it's for big Super Bowl parties or big basketball games. What we want our employees to always do is to make sure they're not in any way representing one of the teams or any of the teams in attendance. What we like is golf polo shirts, maybe a button down, some nice jeans is all right. In the summertime we do permit shorts, as long as the venue is accepting of that. So yeah, we have a nice laid back atmosphere at our company, and our lines of communications are always open. All right, well, right on, Tanner. What we're looking for is somebody who's motivated, and I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day today to come down here and meet with me. We have several more interview candidates that we are gonna go through and process, and you will undoubtedly be hearing from us inside of a week or two.
Okay, appreciate it, sir.
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
You have a safe drive now. All right.